On this episode of A Few Beers and a Shot. We'll be drinking Blueberry Lemonade Shandy from Saugatuck Brewing Company from Douglas, Michigan. If you're craving something light, refreshing, and unique, that's why we created our tasty version of a Radler with an added twist of blueberries. The tart lemonade will help quench your thirst, while the blueberry finish is a perfect part for an invigorating beer. 5% alcohol by volume, and its availability is seasonal. Can't wait to try it out.
Good deal. All right. Let's drink some of the Saugatuck.
Yes,
Juice.
I've been to Saugatuck, Michigan,
Yeah.
which is a very nice place. We stayed in a cabin over the winter, like 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Pretty cool place. There's on the way there, just like maybe like 20 minutes south of there, there is a place that has like grinder sandwiches. Dude, the best fucking bread I've ever had in my life. And I hate eating bread, but that bread is worth driving like 2 hours for to go try it, dude. It is amazing. And it's actually a really cool area. We went to, it's called, oh God, what was it called? There's a town up there that we went to that's kind of like a bigger version of Naperville.
Yeah.
Like still a small town, but bigger, like still has that feel. It was really cool there. There's tons of breweries and restaurants and stuff. That was pretty
magical town.
Yeah, it was pretty cool.
Yeah. I like those towns that are like small, old, antique looking.
Mhm.
Not antique, but just like you could tell time hasn't phased them that much. You know?
Well, and that's, dude, like the one thing about Michigan, at least to me, is like whenever I go there, I feel like I'm in a completely different place.
Yeah.
Then like once you cross around and you're in there, you're like, wow, this is nothing like Illinois. And Illinois sucks. Even though Michigan's further north and colder, you're still like, the lake is nicer. Everything just feels better.
Yeah.
Probably until you get to Detroit and you're like,
Yeah.
Detroit. Wish I was back in Illinois.
That's Detroit Rock City.
Yeah, that's different though.
So,
But let's try this out. I had Saugatuck Brewing's beer before.
I've had this before as well.
I never had this. I've had something else of theirs. I'm looking at their beer list right now. And I can see if I had anything before. Oh, yeah, we had the Oval Beach Blonde. I've had that before.
Yeah.
And then I've had... Dude, you're having trouble there? It sounds like you opened that thing like 4 times.
I don't have nails.
Ooh, they have a blueberry maple stout.
Yes,
that you
I
probably
saw
would have
it.
liked.
And
it looks the can has blueberry pancakes on it.
I've had that beer before. It's good.
Cottonmouth Crusher. That sounds good. Raspberry Sour. I like this one. Sounds good. Blood Orange Oval Beach Blonde Ale.
We've had the blood orange.
I know. No, not that one.
Yeah, we
From Saugatuck?
I think so.
No, we never had that one. We had a different one. Not the Saugatuck one. The one that we had was from California.
Oh, yeah. You're correct. I stand corrected.
Yeah. No,
Too bad we don't have a way to punish ourselves for saying something wrong, right?
We do.
Misinformation.
We do. You can drink Cabo.
Oh,
That's the ultimate punishment.
that's not the ultimate punishment. The ultimate punishment, would be some Casamigos Blanco.
Ooh, dude.
So
That's brutal.
let's see. Smells citrusy. So
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
Actually, wait. Hang on.
yeah, citrusy blueberry.
I know, I like the smell of blueberries, dude.
Yeah.
The smell of blueberries is just, there's something about it. Like, I like blueberries when they're really underripe and kind of sour to eat, but I just love the way that they smell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right, cheers.
Cheers. Salud. Oh yeah,
Oh, dude. Okay.
that was good. It's the right type.
It's
of
just
cold,
good.
too. It's
just
not freezing, but it's not warm. It's good.
And I love,
The smell.
all right, it's like
Beer lemonade.
it's like drinking lemonade while eating
Blueberries.
like a blueberry Pop-Tart or a blueberry muffin. Close your eyes. Here, just close your eyes and picture that and take a sip. Just close your eyes. No, I want you to close your eyes and visualize.
So
like-
it's like eating a blueberry Pop-Tart
Blueberry
and
Pop-Tart
downing it with some lemonade.
or a muffin, and like you need to wash it down. So just close your eyes and think of that.
But with beer.
Dude, you don't need to say the with beer part.
I know.
You just need to think.
No,
about
I got
those
you. I got
parts.
you.
Like,
Yeah. No, it does. It does. It's like, you take a bite of, even like a blueberry donut.
yeah,
Yeah.
just something that
Washing
has
it down with some like
that
ice
very
cold lemonade.
blueberry forward flavor. But the first thing that came to my mind was a Pop-Tart.
Yeah.
I like blueberry Pop-Tarts with the frosting on them.
Yeah. No, they definitely. Dude, I love blueberries.
But here, speaking of Pop-Tarts, were you like a frosting guy or no frosting guy?
Frosting for sure.
Yeah. I would dip my Pop-Tarts after I put them in the toaster. I'd dip them in orange juice. Yeah.
I mean, I would usually do it with like milk or something, but or coffee. I drink coffee at a young age. I probably stunted my growth.
All right. Unfrosted strawberry Pop-Tarts.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Put them in the toaster.
Okay.
Once they're done being toasted, let them sit for like 5 seconds and just dunk it in some orange juice.
Pulp or no pulp?
Pulp.
Okay.
I can't drink orange juice without pulp.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I might as well drink Sunny D.
Yeah.
But I love pulp. But you just dip it in there and oh, dude, it's so good. Especially if you have like a little bit of the edges burnt a little bit too. Oh, yeah, dude.
That's a funny thing. Like when I was little, I didn't like food to be burnt at all.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not saying I like my shit like burnt to a crisp now, but sometimes like it's a little bit burnt. It's okay. I'll eat it like a tortilla. It's a little extra crispy,
See,
or bread, anything.
You know what was like, since I'm talking about Pop-Tarts, you know what really disappointed me is that you couldn't get Pillsbury toaster strudels to like be perfectly cooked in the toaster.
No.
They were either like burnt and fucking hot as lava on the outsides, and the middle was always
it's like a
frozen.
hot pocket.
Yeah.
Yeah. They like you'll find a cold spot in there.
Yeah, and I'm just like, oh. And I'd even be like, dude, I'd put it in, like bring it out for a little bit, and put it back, like kind of like try to evenly disport. Like it just didn't work.
The worst thing is like when you're eating like you said, a pastry strudel or a hot pocket, which is probably like they're synonyms of each other basically.
Mm-hmm.
You're biting into it and you're like, it's fucking hot because you nuked that fucker. Yep. And then you bite into it and it's like, this is cold. It's like ice.
You get to the middle and it's crunchy and you're like, wait a minute, this is supposed to be cold and crunchy.
Yeah.
I'm like, I just burned my mouth on it 2 seconds ago and now it's cold and hard as a rock.
We built that as a safety feature for when you burn your mouth, you'll have some ice in there.
Oh, dude, I would always kill the pepperoni pizza, the Philly cheesesteak.
Yep.
And then they had like a jalapeno chicken one.
Yeah.
That one was always good too.
Yeah, Hot Pockets are
I don't even know what flavors they have of Hot Pockets now.
I think the Hot Pockets are supposed to be meant in the toaster oven.
Yeah.
Not for toasters or microwaves. They're meant for toaster ovens.
I could see that.
Yeah. For sure. But so anyway.
Well, that was weird.
Yeah. You wanna roll us into episode?
Since we were talking about kids shows that we grew up on, we kind of started to bring it up and divulge into it, but how much cinema from like the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s there was. That was some of the best stuff that there ever was.
Yes. Not to discredit anything that was older, because there's
no, but I feel like we were in an era of originality,
a renaissance age of movies.
And I know if you listen to people like Quentin Tarantino, who would probably disagree with us on the most part, at least of a lot of it. I think a person who's living it in the age and growing up with it is compared to somebody who's working in it from the outside part of it.
Well, he's older too. So
that too. But I'm saying like
growing up like us is like his probably like go-tos were like Gone in the Wind and shit. Like those are classic songs.
I don't know. He had some weird, like the stuff that he was all about were just a little too weird for me, man. I don't know. I mean, he's also a pretty weird cat too. So
yeah, in the best kind of sense though, because he's made some great movies.
Okay, so what I wanted to hold out on, I'm going to talk about it now because we're talking about movies.
Shoot.
So in the 80s, who would you say, like, what was one of the biggest movie franchises in the 80s?
In the 80s?
Yes.
Like movie franchise or
like
actor?
When the movie was made, it was just like, he skyrocketed.
Batman, Michael Keaton, 1989.
Think more comedy.
Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
He was big in the 80s.
Yeah, he was. But
Yeah,
I mean,
big and
but like Back to the Future, right?
Marty McFly.
Yes. So did you know
Okay.
when? So Michael J. Fox was not originally casted
Or is
as
Eric
Marty.
Stoltz?
Yeah. So did you know? So he was filming Teen Wolf.
Mm-hmm.
He was filming Teen Wolf during the day, and then he was filming
Oh yes,
Back
I've heard
to the
this
Future
story.
at night.
Yeah.
Dude, I was watching this interview.
He like slept in the car on the way to the studio
Yeah,
and shit.
but there was an interview with the director of Teen Wolf. There was 1 week where, so he would do Teen Wolf in the morning. He was doing
Back to the Future.
Back to the Future at night, but then there was also in Family Ties.
He was doing
they were
Family Ties, too.
they were making a movie, and it was based in London. And there was one weekend he filmed on Friday. He went and did Teen Wolf, Back to the Future, went to the airport, flew to London, did the sections that he needed to do, and then flew back
That's probably the most sleep
do-
he got, dude.
to do more for Teen
to the
Wolf and Back to the
Future,
Future. I'm like, holy shit,
That
dude!
dude's
Like,
a fucking rock.
and he was
star.
I don't know how old he was.
was a
at that
teenager
time.
still.
Yeah, he was young.
Yeah.
So I mean, to knock that out,
I
like,
think he was still in like high school age.
and he didn't even like when he was scared to tell the people of Teen Wolf that he got casted to do
Back to
the Future. And they're like, well, what are you gonna do? He's like, oh, don't worry about it. I'm gonna work here during the day, and I'm gonna go there and film at night.
And still had Family Ties on his plate. Yeah, I read that story a while back, or I don't know if I saw like a skit or
But yeah, I watched the interview
podcast about it.
with the dude from Teen Wolf, where he was talking about it. I'm like, holy shit, dude! I'm like,
he's doing a lot, dude.
two movies and then a show / movie.
And that's when movies took like a year of production to like get them out,
Well,
like,
and
just
you gotta,
to like record them.
And you got to think like how much time was spent in that suit for Teen Wolf.
Like as the wolf?
As the wolf, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I mean, the majority of the time, I felt like he was the wolf, wasn't
No.
he? It's been a while since I saw it. Well, the basketball when he was doing the surfing part, and then when he played the basketball game, he was the wolf. You know.
I like the best part was when he transformed in the bed. It was like, oh my god! And then he opens the door. His dad's a wolf too.
Yeah.
He's like, I tried to tell you. I was trying to, but you know, and he's all freaking out. And that's when they had those cool, like creepy effects.
Mm-hmm.
Like the Werewolf in London type effects, where you could see like it was like all the I don't know when you plaster clay or whatever, like the Terminator 1, where you could see it's clearly a bunch of makeup on Arnold's face when he's ripping his eye out.
Well, there you go. No, Terminator, dude.
Yeah.
You know, Terminator was a good one. Then which was the chick who wrote the Matrix, and it's all connected.
The Wachowski?
No, she sold it to them.
Oh,
you never saw the interview?
No.
The interview with the lady who wrote.
Well, there's a thing that says. Well, I saw an interview recently, not with her. I think Rogan was talking about it. How she. Like there may have been a whole thing where the Matrix was kind of ripped off of somebody else.
No,
like a lady that wrote a book, like a lady wrote a book, very similar to it, and then I guess I don't know, there might have been hush money. They're like just appease her, and they're like, well, you know, we already made the film, made billions of dollars, and Keanu Reeves already donated it. So
yeah, the lady who wrote Terminator also wrote The Matrix, and it's all connected.
Matrix and Terminator.
Yes,
that makes
there's
sense.
the same thing, because John Connor. JC, Jesus Christ, is the father of Neo.
Oh.
Like
Mr.
she goes into a big, huge thing about it, about how John.
Wait, hold on, because Neo is Thomas Anderson, something like that in the movie. That's his name, Mr. Anderson.
You can change your name.
Yeah, it's just now you go into
like here, but like here, if you think about it, if you're John Connor and you know that these fucking things are coming for you when you're a kid, you don't think they're going to come for you later in life, that you would change your kid's name to make sure that nobody went after your kid?
Yeah, but if you're in the future, you know who changed his name, so you know who to look for in the past.
No, but the kid would.
Are we getting into time space theory?
Well,
now?
I'm just saying, as far as like you would want to change your kid's name to kind of throw it off.
True.
Like, because you would think that you'd be able to throw it off.
Here's the thing.
But they know that you're going to do it already.
Here's where the machines failed. Because, well, first of all, two different things. Let's talk about Terminator first, because that's a time travel movie, right? Essentially, you could go with it's the rise of the machines and whatnot. So is the Matrix, but that's a time travel movie. The Matrix is a virtual reality movie, basically, right? Because when they're plugged in the Matrix, it's virtual reality. So they're two different things. So I can't connect that bridge there yet.
You have to watch her interview because she connects it perfectly because she's the one who wrote it.
I will. But I think they're two separate stories.
Well, they're the chick who wrote it.
Okay, so back to what I was going to say is, where the machines failed is, do they explain why they sent the T-800 from the first movie to that specific time to kill Sarah Connor?
I don't think so. Do they?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, because they sent it to kill her, and then they sent Kyle Reese, which is John Connor's dad, and he landed like what, a day before?
Yeah.
The T-800 showed up. He's like, I'm looking for Sarah Connor, like a good neighbor.
Yeah, good neighbor.
But
neighbor.
Okay,
neighbor.
So here's where they failed. How did they know to send Kyle Reese to that time, and that he would be there?
I do not know.
Is it predetermined?
Maybe it is.
Then it's all... See, then you get into, is it preordained? Is there a superior power in charge here? And if so, why put her through all that?
Yeah.
See? But anyway, those are just two really cool movies. Or franchises.
Yes.
And they're coming out with Matrix 5 sometime soon. Which, if you have been following along and paying attention, we were saying, or we were about to say, is that movies from the 80s, 90s, early 2000s, amazing. A lot of it's new work. You know, it's original. And yeah, there may have been stuff written before, you know, but it's not like right now where everything that's coming out, Fallout based on a game. What was the Boys based on a comic book? The Walking Dead based on a comic book. Rick and Morty, there was comic strips way before the actual TV show came out. Things like that. So all the stuff that's coming out now, is it because of CGI, or now it's just easier to make that stuff? Whereas when we were growing up, it was like, dude, it took like years to get a new season of fucking 97 X-Men 97 or Spider-Man, you know? It was like, Jesus. But going on to movies, most of that stuff was original. Like Keanu Reeves had Speed was his breakout role, I think. No,
he was
Bill and Ted.
Bill and Ted, but he also had Point Break.
Yeah,
you know, you had. I mean, Point Break. That one. It's way better than. I mean, I didn't even see the remake.
No.
So.
Either. But you know, there you go. That's a remake they made, and it's like it was. I didn't hear anything good about it.
Yeah.
And they changed it from like servers to like adrenaline junkies.
There's like air divers.
Yeah, adrenaline
skydivers.
Yeah.
Even though didn't they skydive in the original one?
Bodhi did. They didn't do it with Keanu Reeves though. I don't think.
I thought they did in the original one.
Yeah, they did. Patrick Swayze did.
Yeah.
I remember him.
Yeah, but didn't Keanu Reeves too? Like they were both hanging on to each other. Like, oh yeah,
you
do it.
Crazy.
You pulled the cord. Yeah, I was like, all right, and then they pulled the cord and they fucking did. Yeah.
No, you're right.
Because he was trying to see if he was like for real or not.
Yeah.
He's like, come on, if you were gonna fucking cop, whatever. I was like, no.
I'm not a cop.
Yeah. Then he pulled the cord.
I don't think you'd be able to hear somebody at that altitude with all the wind and air going. You know.
That's why it's a movie.
Yeah.
Lethal Weapon, dude.
Which one was your favorite Lethal Weapon?
Oh, dude.
Okay.
I liked the first one. I didn't like the second one.
You didn't?
Because the second one was with the South Africans, right?
Yeah. I got diplomatic immunity.
I love the one where because Danny Glover is like, I want to go back to Africa. I want to go back to South Africa with my brothers. And they're like, what? No, sir, you can't. And he's like, what do you mean? You're black. And he's like, I want to go back to Africa.
Yeah.
And they're like, no, but you're black.
Yeah. That was funny.
I did like the one with
Jet Li.
Jet Li.
That was 4.
Yeah, that one was pretty good.
When Mel Gibson relocates his shoulder after
Yeah.
he got dislocated.
The thing that got me about those, dude, is that I was like, I want to know what like the other dudes from LAPD thought about those guys when like they would show up and be like, man, we gotta take the report for all of this shit.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Well, that reminded me of you remember The New Guys,
Mm-hmm.
the Mark Wahlberg Will Ferrell movie.
Yeah.
He's like, hey, well, you had The Rock and Sam Jackson. Shut up. I want to hear you talk. I'm going to shove my hand up your ass and work your mouth like a puppet. And then they're like, you thinking what I'm thinking? Aim for the bushes.
Oh, dude, did you ever watch, what was it called? Naked Gun.
Yes.
Do you know they're remaking it? They are remaking Naked Gun.
Okay, so the only person that can do those...
Leslie Nielsen.
Isn't he dead?
Yeah, but that was the only guy who could do it because he's the one who did it.
I'm saying if they're remaking them,
Oh.
Steve Carell. It has to be Steve Carell. He's the only one that could put on that dumb face and say that those lines the way Leslie Nielsen
But see,
did.
it would depend on how they do it.
It would be like Get Smart.
Like, are they? But then it's Steve Carell.
Right.
But see, I mean,
Who would you cast?
But would you do it more like?
Surely you can't be serious. I am serious, and don't call me Shirley.
No, but I'm thinking like, it depends on how like how they would want to go about making the movie.
Well,
like, do they want to make it goofy, like how that is, like how that was like that dumb and goofy?
Yeah, because there was so many double entendres in that movie.
But well, then I think you can go like, you could possibly do.
I was just remembering the scene.
Oh, Will! I think you could do a Will Ferrell, Mark Wahlberg kind of.
God, no.
I think Will Ferrell would be okay at it.
No.
But see, then I would want it. See, I'd want John Cena to do it.
John Cena would probably be good.
Like, I think like a John Cena would do it because you would think
He's
that he
good
would
with
be
comedy.
really good at policing.
Yeah.
Because how built he is and everything. You'd
Yeah.
think that he'd be good at it.
But he could
then
pull
he's
off the
fucking
dumb, too.
terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He
So,
could
I
pull
mean,
off the dumb, too.
I think he would be fucking like.
He would be good.
Plus,
Plus, he's turning into Ernest, so
yeah.
he could pull off like a lot of the face comedy.
Yeah. But I feel like that would be a good comp.
I was remembering the scene from Naked Gun where he's bribing the guy for information. He's like, "Oh, maybe this will jog your memory." And then the fucking guy's bribing. He's like, "Well, why do you want to know?" He's like, "I don't know. Maybe." He's like, "Well, maybe this will jog your memory to give him his money back." That's how silly those movies are.
I love the one where she's singing in the shower.
Yeah.
What's that? And then the dude who's coming to kill her sings with her. And you're just like, what? Oh, when he's doing the baseball game and he's the umpire.
Yeah.
You're like, you gotta keep the game going, and he's just striking everybody out. He's like, you're out of that. They're like, that's not even a strike. He's like, you're out. Oh, dude.
Those movies, or Hot Shots, dude.
Yes.
Hot Shots Part 2.
That was another good one.
Dude, I have that movie.
And dude, that's where
he's
like
killing everybody. He's like RoboCop, Rambo style, and then he's like Terminator. He's doing all the, oh my god, the body count. That's so fucking awesome. Or was it Stalin? It was Stalin, right? The bad guy.
no, it was
Saddam Hussein,
no, yeah, Saddam Hussein was the bad guy.
and he's in like a T-1000. He melts with the dog.
Dude, those movies.
The dude he
something
kills
else,
with the
man.
fucking chick. Oh, and the chick with the mole changing all
Yeah.
the time. He's like, we got a mole among us ourselves.
Oh, and then there was the one chick that was like his love interest.
Yeah.
Oh, she was hot too.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, the chick with the mole was the bag. She was like a. See, that movie was weird because it was like a mix between Top Gun, Rambo,
Navy SEALs.
Navy
SEALs, which Charlie Sheen was in.
Right.
And dude, and that was like a serious movie.
Yeah.
And he was in that.
Oh, he was in what? What was the other one? Was it Apocalypse Now or Platoon?
Platoon.
Yeah.
Apocalypse Now, I think, was
Martin
Sheen.
Yeah. But yeah. Oh, dude, like yesterday we were talking about Full Metal Jacket, me and my brothers.
See, I only like the first half of the movie.
Oh, dude, the whole movie's good.
I don't mind the second half, but it's like
the first part is the comedy part.
Yeah.
Because it's like, you see how they just get bullied and fucking tormented. Is like, only, I can't say the word, but is that only 10 sailors are called Lawrence. 5'9". I didn't know they stack shit that high. Yeah, dude. Lee Ermey was awesome, dude, in that movie.
Mail call.
Yeah.
Have that TV show.
Mm-hmm. But see, that was another like good movie. That was very original.
Yeah. Oh, and you got Apocalypse Now.
Yeah.
Which was a very long movie, dude.
They had Forrest Gump too,
Mm-hmm.
where they go to Vietnam. Or yeah, he went to Nam.
That's Vietnam.
Yeah.
Jenny.
The ultimate movie villain, Jenny.
Yeah.
Jenny.
Dude, that's it. Like, we just... I mean, we're not really hitting on all the movies. I mean, there's so many things that were made. Like, you got Shawshank Redemption, Green Mile. Like, all the Stephen King books that became movies were amazing.
Oh, yeah, dude. Graveyard Shift?
Yeah.
Was it Silver Bullet?
And then you got, like, stuff like Mulholland Drive is another good one.
Yep.
Then you got, like, I mean, all the Tarantino movies, which we talked about. But, like, you know,
I feel like those are still kind of like, even the newer ones are like, if you said, like, that came out in the 90s, people would believe it.
Mm-hmm. Well, because they have that feel, you know. And then you got, like, you know, we were touching about with Keanu Reeves, like Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, all of those.
All three of them.
You know, but it feels like it was longer, you know.
And then you got the Gremlins movies.
Mm-hmm.
You have the live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle
dude,
movies.
Like those were so good.
The third one when they went to Japan was kind of like where they
yeah, but it was still like
it was still a good movie.
We were young enough to still appreciate it.
Yeah,
you know, exactly. we're like, oh my god, they're doing this. Like
they went back to Japan.
Yeah, like it was still something where you had that like there was that wonderment because they made it happen.
Yeah,
you know.
Yeah,
and then you get like the Home Alones when the Home Alone movies came out.
Oh, you got the Batman movies too.
Yeah. Like there was so many things that led up. Like I feel like there's so much groundbreaking
cinema
as far as like CGI or prosthetics or costume design or something that was like between the 80s to the 2000s. There was so much that was learned, and then you get to like,
and you know what?
To where like the Lord of the Rings happens, and then you're like, holy shit! Like you just created 100,000 people that look like 100,000 people, but there's only like 12.
Yeah, that was another good trilogy too.
Well,
I like the original trilogy, not the Hobbit ones.
Well, yeah, but I mean,
like, they're okay, but
that was another thing. He was the only person who could do it.
Yeah, and then you got Star Wars.
Like he missed out. I wish that he would have done the Silmarillion first, because the Silmarillion's even before the Hobbit.
Yeah,
but that's a group of short stories that is into one book. You know?
Like a bunch of like Stephen King movies are a bunch of short stories.
Yeah. Well, no, but I'm talking about the Silmarillion.
That dude could have a TV show, kind of like Are You Afraid of the Dark?
But no, the Silmarillion was a book of short stories. So you kind of, it'd be hard to put that as a movie.
Yeah.
Because it'd be like separate stories with no connection, you know.
Unless you find a way to connect them all.
Yeah. But then, you know, when you just brought up Star Wars, like, dude, all that shit was styrofoam and fucking models.
Yep.
Like, I was watching, because you can watch on Disney Plus, where it shows how they were making that stuff, and you're like, dude, oh my god!
We were watching A New Hope, and you see one of those Starship cruisers, and it was just like through space. We're like, how did they fucking make that in 1979, dude? Like, how do you make that thing look like it's in space? And then right now you look at space and it's like, that's how space looked in the 1970s too. I wonder if the moon landing was real.
Yeah.
But you know what I'm saying? It's like that creativity to do it so far back then, and now that is like the blueprint for everything they make now.
Yeah. Well, here I just think about like what was going through with George Lucas's mind back in like the 70s. What is he thinking about now? Like he's thinking
probably thinking about like, I fucked up.
But I'm talking about like he created this thing then, you know, and made those models and made all these other things like then. But I'm talking, but before what?
You know, I don't know if you know about this, but there's a comments, let's say, going around about how Star Wars is a ripoff of Dune. story wise.
Okay.
Think about
But here, I'm not.
sandworms.
Well, here I'm not thinking about
Spice.
I'm not thinking about the storyline. I'm talking about the visual effects part.
Yeah.
So you think back then, those visual effects that he was thinking about and creating, with whatever.
But was he in charge of visual effects?
He was part of it. He was the final say on most of that stuff, and he was the one who said what everyone should look like and what everything needed to look like.
Okay.
Like if you watch the Disney Plus things where it shows like back in the day, he was the one being like, look, this is what they need to look like, this is how it has to be, and like that's it. Yeah. He had that whole vision in his head. But like to tell somebody, hey, I want you to make this and I want it to look like this.
Yeah.
Like what was in his head when he did the prequels? And I'm just saying, like, what he did in the prequels, which was a completely different, like, those were mostly filmed in studios, not on sets or out on, actual places.
Yeah.
And to come up with those things, and I don't know how much, did he have any say or input with the last three?
I'm not sure.
Because I know he sold the rights, but I feel like did he have?
I think that was all Kathleen Kennedy.
I don't know I didn't think if he had any kind of input.
At least I'm pretty sure she's getting all the heat for it.
Yeah.
Everybody's like, she's fucking doing it.
I mean, the biggest thing about them is that they have Dave Filoni and
Jon
Favreau doing the shows, because those are the only two. Those are the only two guys who should be doing things for Star Wars. They shouldn't be thinking about
what was his
any
name,
other person.
The dude that did Darth Maul's voice.
Oh,
Star Killer.
Yeah.
I forgot.
He schooled Dave Filoni.
Yeah, he out-nerded him.
Yeah.
That was awesome, dude.
Because they were talking about what were they talking about?
Anakin's mom.
Yeah, Anakin's mom. About how he's like, wait, we can't do that.
Yeah.
He's like, wait. He's like, well, she already knows who Padme is, so you can't.
Because he met her.
She met her already, and he's like, and if his assistant, whatever, is like, dude, you just outdorked Dave Filoni, like that's crazy.
Yeah.
Well, and that's another like that dude. Like, what's his name? Sam
something. Yeah.
Sam. Not. I was gonna say Sam Worthington, but that's not him.
No, that's Terminator 4.
Yeah. But like that dude,
Avatar.
That dude deserves a foot.
I'm sure he's got like a lot of not say, but he's probably like there, like whisper in somebody's ear, like, hey, like his knowledge is taken into consideration, at least for like the animated shows.
Well, that's what I'm saying. He's involved in the animated shows, but I'm talking about they needed to make him canon.
Yeah.
I
mean, even if you don't make him as Star Killer, which is a badass character, but still.
I feel like you can do a Star Killer-esque person and just not make him as powerful like before he was cloned 100 million times.
Mm-hmm.
Because in the second one, all you are is a clone.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like you could bring him along as like I think it would be cool if they did bring Star Killer as a apprentice, but then he gets killed.
Yeah. But then again, like, here's the thing.
But I feel like that dude deserves his time.
True.
For what he did in the video games and in the animated series.
Yeah, but you can't bring him in as Darth Maul because that's Ray Parks.
Yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. You can't bring him in as Darth Maul. You'd have to bring him in as Star Killer.
Yeah.
You'd have to make Star Killer canon.
You'd have to make somebody like. Here's the thing: how do you do fan service without disappointing for something like that? Because if you see him in the movies, you'd be like, "Holy shit!" But then if he dies, you're gonna be like, "That was fucking."
Well, I feel like no, you could rewrite it as a way where like
a sacrifice,
like Star Killer is coming up, and then he had to make a choice.
Here's the thing, yeah. So, I think the best way to do it would be with him coming in and being like a sacrifice to save like the good guys.
Yeah.
Well, not the good guys like Ray and Poe. I'm talking about like he saved Darth Vader or something. Something cool like that.
Yeah.
Because there's books where Darth Vader does a lot of good that, like, you see him in the movies, he's portrayed as the bad guy. That's it. But there's, like, a lot, like, there's comic books, there's fucking books, where, like, he did a lot of good shit where it's like, oh, he wasn't really that bad of a guy.
There's comic books that show how bad Luke Skywalker was.
Yeah.
Where he would land on a planet, he was like, oh, there's all this dark side energy. I have to kill everybody here.
Yep.
And he'd be like, what? I had to kill everybody here. It's dark side energy, so I had to wipe everybody out.
Right.
And he'd be like, all right, yeah, you're chosen. But I feel like he deserves his bit of spotlight for everything that he's done.
So what was the last '90s movie that you remember being fucking awesome,
Last '90s?
or whatever, anything before 2010?
Oh, dude, there was so much shit. Sandlot was awesome.
Oh, you're going '90s.
Yeah, dude, I love Sandlot. I
Mhm.
mean, all like, well, I'll even go into the '80s. You got The Outsiders, which was based off a book, but the movie was good.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I mean, if you go still stay in the '80s, you got Big with Tom Hanks.
That's a good movie.
Big is, I mean, it's a phenomenal movie.
We watched that in school, didn't we?
Big?
Yeah.
No, we didn't watch Big. We watched The Outsiders.
I think we watched.
No,
Big
we
too.
watched The Outsiders because we read the book.
Yes, and I remember that one. But To Kill a Mockingbird, we saw that
Mhm.
one too.
That's another one, and then that's another one.
That's like a '50s movie.
No, it's not.
It's not.
To Kill. Oh wait, no, I'm thinking of Mice and Men with
Oh,
Gary
yeah.
Sinise.
Yeah, and John Malkovich.
Yeah.
The
That's
rabbits,
an-
George. The
Yeah,
rabbits.
that's another good one, dude. That's another classic movie too.
Mhm.
I mean, and you got like the war movies that we had. You know, you had Glory with Matthew Broderick and Morgan Freeman and Denzel Washington.
Mhm.
Fucking Saving Private Ryan,
Oh, The Patriot.
The Patriot. The Patriot's
good
another
movie.
good movie.
Yeah, it's an
You
awesome
know,
movie.
There's another one that's about World War One called Gallipoli, with when Mel Gibson is speaking in his Australian accent.
Mm.
Yeah, that's
Hey,
another
mate.
one. Yeah, Mad Max. They're fucking destroying the Mad Max franchise.
Yes,
By the
that's
way,
what I'm saying, dude. Like,
Like-
if you can't, like leave the
Yes.
original material.
Like- Mad Max back when Mel Gibson did it, they should have just left it alone.
Welcome to the Thunderdome, bitch.
Yeah, but the first one was the best one.
Yeah.
First one was the best
Yeah,
one.
the second one's Road Warrior.
But
That was good too.
yeah, but that first one, dude, that first one is something else.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Especially
watch that.
like when you hear Mel Gibson speak in his actual voice, you're like, wow, all right.
Yeah.
You
Welcome to Cali, son.
Oh, there's just so many things.
There-
Like
there's
here, like
definitely
like,
too much
like
material.
Goonies. I can watch Goonies every day.
That is a movie that should never be remade.
No, it shouldn't.
Never. That is like a national treasure.
I love Goonies.
Kind of like, so. If you saw Tombstone, I
Mhm.
think any male our age has seen Tombstone.
Oh yeah,
And then, have you seen the Kevin Costner movie, the Wyatt Earp movie?
Yeah.
Which one do you like more?
Tombstone. Yeah.
So you get
Well, you got Wyatt Earp
You-
as such an eclectic person.
right, but you have two movies based on the same person, two different takes.
But you're focusing on one specific time period of Wyatt Earp with
They
Tombstone.
kind of both are.
But no, I'm talking about Tombstone is only specifically on one.
Yeah, when he
That
moved
part.
out west.
Yeah. I mean, there's a lot
That
more
was
about Wyatt Earp.
post his Kansas Law Dog.
Yeah.
days. And then the Kevin Costner kind of talks a little bit more about that.
Mhm.
But
But Tombstone is focusing mainly on when they're in Tombstone.
right.
So I mean, you're only getting a certain part of Wyatt Earp.
Mhm.
You're not getting the whole aspect of Wyatt Earp.
Yeah.
So
But it was more,
Tombstone
that
is way-
movie's
yeah.
more entertaining.
Yes.
Especially because of fucking Val Kilmer. dude.
Yeah.
He killed it.
when it comes to Kevin Costner's Dancing with Wolves is more,
Yeah.
that's more him, and then Yellowstone. But
Yeah.
acting wise, like you got.
Oh, dude, he did Field of Dreams.
Oh, I know, but I'm
which
talking
is
about as
awesome.
far as like with that
Tim
kind of.
Cup was a good
But I'm talking
movie.
about that type of character.
Yeah.
That type of character would be Dancing with Wolves. Yes, Field of Dreams. That was a good one too.
How about Waterworld?
No.
What's
Did-
worse, Waterworld or Batman and Robin?
Waterworld.
You think Waterworld's worse than Batman and Robin?
They're both bad. They were both done for the money,
Yeah,
dude. That was
dude.
it. They were both done for the money.
You know George Clooney still apologizes for Batman and Robin?
Yeah.
That's kind of sad. He should be apologizing for Casamigos.
That's I'd rather have Batman and Robin
The Casamigos.
over Casamigos.
Yeah.
Which
Did you ever see the movie Fanboys?
I think so.
When they're trying to break into Skywalker Ranch?
Yes,
See
yeah,
episode one?
yeah, I
That is
did.
one of my
Yeah.
favorite movies.
Yep.
And the best thing is when they meet with Ethan Suplee, who's like this big. He plays Harry Knowles, who's like a real guy who has Any Cool News, a webpage about like spoilers and shit. And he meets with those dudes, and he's like, somebody says something stupid. He's like, "That's the worst idea since Schumacher put nips on Batman." But yeah. Anyway, there's too much material between the 80s, 90s, and early 2000s to cover. But I would say I grew up. I remember a specific period in late high school years when my top movies were like old school.
Mm-hmm. Well, so that's another thing.
Mallrats.
You got the Mallrats. You got the what are their names?
Jane Silent Bob.
Yes, but Silent Bob's Kevin Smith. Like you have the whole Kevin Smith time. Then you have you had
the Rat Pack.
The Rat
Ben
Pack.
Stiller's guys.
Yeah, but then I'm thinking of God, what not Mike Judge. That's Beavis and Butthead.
Yeah.
He did Knocked Up, 40-Year-Old Virgin.
Judd Apatow.
Yeah. Then you have like the Judd Apatow
sagas
universe. Like then you have
the Christopher Columbus universe.
Yeah, you have all these different
franchises.
Like I would say not even franchises, just different universes.
Yeah.
Where these worlds are created of amazing things. Like, dude, when 40-Year-Old Virgin came out,
yeah,
amazing. And then everything that Judd Apatow came after it was like hit after hit after hit.
Yeah.
And then you go into like Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Super bad.
And then the universe that Forgetting Sarah Marshall is incorporated. Yeah. That incorporates like 4 different movies.
Yeah. And
then you got like the Kevin Smith. All of them are connected to the same universe, right?
Silent Bob.
No, but I'm saying they're all of those movies are connected, right?
They are because of Jay Silent Bob.
Yeah.
Not because of the character. Like, there's Clerks 1, 2, and 3.
Mm-hmm.
And then there's Mallrats, Chasing Amy.
But doesn't Mallrats and
they're all connected because of Jay and Silent Bob. Like they'll like the 3 that Clerks 1, 2, and 3 are connected with Mallrats.
Mm-hmm.
They are connected with Chasing Amy because they talk about like. Because he's like I talk about them because they were my friends. And
yeah,
like
they'll
mention a name like from a guy in a previous movie, like in Chasing Amy. What's her name? The chick I forgot. The one that plays lesbian. Amy.
Yeah, Amy.
She's not Amy though.
Yeah.
That's not her name in the movie either. But she talks about how she had like a lesbian thing going on with the chick that's the girlfriend in Mallrats. Like, she's like, oh yeah, I made out with her once. And they say the name, and you're like, oh shit, she was in Mallrats. She was the guy, Jeremy London's girlfriend, or Jason London's girlfriend. I forgot which one of the London brothers it is. But they mention her. And then the guys from Clerks, Randall and Dante, they mentioned, like, because they're all in that universe. Yeah. They're all like, oh yeah, we went to high school together.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, that all those different movies have those own different worlds.
Yeah.
That are just like, you don't find that now.
Yeah.
And it's unbelievable, dude. Like, it's
you want to do another one and keep going, or you want to cut it off and do another episode? There's too much to talk about.
Yeah, you know what? Let's keep this episode going. I'll be right back.
Oh, we can pause it. We'll come back to it.
Okay.
All right, we're back. Round 2.
Yes.
But Kevin Smith. I think he made a pretty creative universe, which is awesome.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, dude.
Right now, you can't purchase digitally Dogma the movie.
Really?
Yeah. Because they have that.
The religious background of it?
No, I think it's because it's a Weinstein thing because they were like involved with that production company.
Oh.
And
did you see that he's getting his conviction is being overturned, and he's getting a new trial because of the witnesses or the testimonies that were done were like victims that had nothing to do with what he was being charged with at the time. So it was like a biased trial that they were doing. So all his convictions got overturned.
Damn.
Yeah.
It's
that's a pretty big stab to the Me Too movement.
Well, so was Kevin Spacey.
Well, he was banging kids, but boys though. He was banging boys.
So was Charlie Sheen. He's not in prison.
No. Well, Charlie Sheen was.
He butt raped Corey Haim.
Charlie Sheen did?
Yeah. But anyway. Sorry.
All right. Well, that was a good segue.
No, I'm just saying, getting back to like the 80s, 90s movies. I was just thinking about like the 80s horror slasher movies that were awesome, dude.
Yeah.
Like all the horrible prosthetic makeup and all that shit. Like,
Yes, dude.
Kevin Bacon
I
getting
still love.
stabbed.
I still love the
Johnny
Jason,
Depp.
the Jason movie when the dude's boxing him on the roof,
Oh yeah,
and he's
yeah.
just
See,
like,
that's what I'm saying, dude.
and his head goes flying off
Into a garbage can.
Ah, dude, it's so good.
Yeah.
RoboCop. RoboCop was made.
Awesome, dude. Even the newer one was okay. It was decent. It wasn't bad. I just think like it didn't get as much hype because RoboCop was such an innovative idea back in the 90s.
Late 80s.
Yeah. But it was so new back then, and it was like, oh my god, they're making a RoboCop movie, and now it's like, dude, fucking the T-800 would kill RoboCop.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm trying to think of some other stuff. Revenge of the Nerds. That was another good one.
Animal House.
Animal House. Animal House was 70s.
Still good.
Yeah, but that was
Porky's, dude.
So like but like with the 70s, you have Animal House, you have the original Caddyshack.
Yeah.
Like you were in an era where you can really
get away with a lot of shit. Dude, Ghostbusters.
Yes. That was another good one.
1 and 2.
Yeah.
I forgot what was the line where he's like, where they call the dude a dickhead and blah blah blah. And the mayor's like, "Is that true?" He's like, "Yes, that man is a dickhead." Fucking Bill Murray's the shit, dude. Even when you see him in Zombieland, did you ever see Zombieland?
Yep.
When he goes up in makeup and he gets the shotgun in the chest, he's like, "That's my fault." He's like, I probably shouldn't have come up to you with makeup." Dude, that's funny.
Oh, dude, what else? Oh, Major League.
Oh, dude,
the Major League movies were good. Yes. 1 and 2. There was a couple other ones.
With Tom Berenger.
Yeah.
The first one was my favorite.
Yeah.
Tom Berenger.
Well, you got him. You got Charlie Sheen, Wesley Snipes.
Yep.
In the first one, and then the second one they moved to another guy that plays because Wesley Snipes.
Charlie Sheen's still in it.
Yeah, but Wesley Snipes left.
Yeah, it was Omar Epps.
Yeah, Omar Epps took over because Wesley Snipes was like, "I'm Blade now, bitch."
He wasn't Blade yet.
He wasn't?
No.
Oh no, he was doing like action movies. He was doing
Passenger 57.
Passenger 57, and then what was the one with Stallone?
Demolition Man.
Yeah, Demolition
that was
Man.
An awesome movie too, dude.
We're going out to eat at a fancy restaurant. Oh, we go
Taco Bell. The Food Wars. That's the best thing, dude. She's explaining the Food Wars.
Yep.
Oh, dude, Demolition Man's like,
I gotta go to the bathroom. Oh, he doesn't know how to use the seashells?
Yeah, the 3 shells? Come on. Fucking Rob Schneider, dude.
Yep.
He was in that. Dread.
Yeah.
I am the law. Stallone Dread. Dude,
yeah.
Carl Urban's Dread was fucking awesome too, though.
Yeah.
If you saw that one?
It was different. Like, it explained more.
Oh, that was more like... I think it was more like...
I followed that one better than I did the
Stallone one. Because the Stallone one was more supposed to be like an action film.
Yeah, and it's already there. Like,
yeah.
that's like, how like, I'm like, huh?
That should have been like a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because they were like the judges, like all the cops were judges.
Mm-hmm.
They were judge, jury, and executioner.
Yeah. But I felt like you
understood. Have been found guilty.
You understood more with the Carl Urban one.
Yeah.
Than you did with the Stallone one.
Dude, Warriors.
Yeah. That's another good one.
Come out to play.
Yeah.
Warrior. Dude, that was awesome. There was like 15 gangs in that movie?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, you can't skip the Snake Plissken movies, Escape from New York and Escape from LA.
Dude, yeah.
Dude, I like Escape from LA better, but
yeah.
Escape from New York is good too.
Yeah. Oh, dude, you got Big Trouble in Little China.
Oh yeah, dude, we saw that. Remember how we ordered a bunch of pizza and got drunk watching that?
Yeah, dude.
That was awesome, dude.
All the guys from Mortal Kombat are there.
Yes. Your soul is mine.
Yeah. Mortal Kombat was made before it was even made, dude. Because he's basically Johnny Cage.
Yes. Dude, that was awesome. Oh, dude, and then Showdown in Little Tokyo with Dolph Lundgren.
Yep.
And Brandon Lee.
Yeah.
He's like, you walk around with that thing in your pants? The Crow.
Yeah, the original one.
The original Crow.
Yeah.
City of Angels was good too.
I do not.
The second one.
I just don't know how the remake is going to be.
Well, if anything, Bill Skarsgård he does good movies.
Yeah, but
And I heard the movie he just came out with, Boy Kills World, is supposed to be really good. So I got to see where that goes. I got to see that movie, Boy Kills World, and then The Crow. The only thing I don't like is they should have gone with the long hair, dude. That's like The Crow has to have long hair because he's supposed to be a rock star, grungy looking dude. And they did that thing in part 3 and the one with Edward Furlong where they're just like emo punk looking dudes. And it's just like, come on, man.
Yeah.
I was explaining to Talia about how Brandon Lee died in The Crow, and I was like, that scene, like he actually died on camera.
Yeah.
And they kept it to, honor him because, he fucking died for that movie. And she was like, oh my God, he really died. She's like, when? Which was the bullet that killed him? I don't fucking know. They fucking massacred him. They shot like 50 bullets at him. But I like how he goes from like waking up being like a zombie and all fucking like he barely has control of his body to like being all like sarcastic with when he kills the dudes and he tells them he's like you shouldn't play with knives. Or when he kills the dude with the heroin and he gets out the window, he's like he sees the Candyman who's in that movie, he's just like shh, and he fucking jumps out of the window, he's like the dude disappeared, he jumped out a 5-story window.
And that's another one, dude. The Candyman series, dude.
Candyman. Yep.
Yeah, that was another one that was fucking mind blowing. That was in Chicago.
Mm-hmm. And that's like a Bloody Mary type story, kind of. Where it's like, oh, you gotta invoke them, saying their name and all that junk.
Yeah.
It's like, how do you? Like, I'm not a superstitious kind of person. I would say I'm more stitious because I don't wear a cape. But it's like to avoid shit like that.
Yeah.
If there's lore and stuff behind it, like I'm not a guy that's like, oh my God, there's a ladder. Well, I'm gonna
don't walk underneath it.
Right, I'm gonna actively avoid walking underneath it because I know.
Yeah, I would avoid it too.
But it's like if I have to do it, I hope nothing bad happens.
Yeah.
Or black cats and all that, like breaking a mirror. What is that? 7 years bad luck.
I think so. Yeah.
You're not gonna go test it. You're not gonna go
No.
tempt fate. That doesn't mean you're superstitious. I would just say you're like, well, I'm not gonna fuck with that.
Yeah. Then you got one of the greatest movies to ever portray, like the Nazi Party in the future, Starship Troopers.
Oh yes, dude. Starship Troopers is awesome, dude.
The fact that they had to remake the movie because the original dude died.
They did?
Yeah, they had to remake the whole movie because the original main character died.
Casper Van Dien?
The dude who was supposed to be the guy before
Rico?
Casper Van Dien. Yeah, they had to redo the whole movie.
I didn't know that.
Yeah,
that's crazy. Who's the original?
I forgot the dude, but he died, so they had to bring in another.
I feel like Casper Van Dien got fucking sidetracked really bad because he's like a good actor. And
well, it was that movie, fucking.
No, but that's the thing. That's a really good movie. I like Starship Troopers.
I love it too. But yeah, it's
Rico's Marauders, dude.
I know it's basic.
Dude, there's a game series around that. The fucking Helldivers.
Yeah, but the thing is that it is the Nazis.
Yeah. Well, the brain guys, the smart guys are dressed like the Gestapo.
And they're in Rio de Janeiro.
Yeah,
they're down in South America,
South Africa, or Argentina.
Yeah, dude, like it's all.
I like how Neil Patrick Harris is in there too.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Doogie Howser.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like Casper Van Dien's underrated, dude. Like he got like the Sharknado treatment. Like, yeah, you're gonna make B movies.
Yeah.
If you show up in like a major motion picture, you're gonna be a side character.
How many damn Sharknado movies were there?
I don't know.
8? I think there was 8.
I don't know. There's one that's about like the future too, and they got like metallic sharks. I think.
Yeah.
I've never seen one all the way through.
Me neither.
Because I'm like.
I saw part of one and I laughed, and I'm like, okay, I can't watch this no more.
Yeah,
I literally had to turn it off because I'm like, no, this is too bad. This was too brutal. Too brutal for me. I'm like, nope, I'm done.
Or like Sleepaway Camp, dude.
Yeah.
You ever see that? With the heat, that's the original trans.
Oh, dude, now I just got you said Heat, I think, which completely transferred me to Heat.
Heat, the movie? Yeah,
yes.
That's a good movie, dude. De Niro, Al Pacino, Val Kilmer.
Yes, dude.
That is an awesome movie, dude.
We
haven't even touched on gangster movies, dude.
I know,
like
dude.
Goodfellas.
Yes.
Casino.
Yep. The Bronx Tale.
Not Bronx Tale.
I was just watching a clip.
Scarface.
On A Bronx Tale. There was the part where the bikers come into the bar.
Oh, yeah.
And they're all like, oh, we just want to have a couple beers and we'll leave. Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, okay, I can have a couple beers. And then they start fucking up shit. He's like, I need you to leave. And they're like, go fuck yourself. Yeah. So then he goes and locks the door. He goes, now you can't leave.
Yes.
And then they just beat the shit out of him. Oh, dude.
You know that well, it should be the other way around, but how a scene like that happens in The Kingsman.
Mm-hmm.
And I love the fact that he's just like, because, I love Guinness. And he's just like, I have a pint of Guinness.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's like, it's all about etiquette. I was like, oh, shit's about to go down.
Yep. Oh, dude.
And then they did a scene like that in fucking Family Guy when they're in the church. And Mag and fucking Chris are fucking everybody up in the lunchroom.
Yeah, dude. Gangster movies, that's a whole nother... Man.
Oh, yeah,
dude. Goodfellas is unbelievable.
Ooh, Copland, dude. Copland's a good movie, too.
Yeah.
Stallone.
Mm-hmm.
The Rocky movies, dude.
Yeah.
1 through 4.
Yeah, and then I like the.
I haven't seen the Creed movies.
Not the one. The last one that was just called Rocky.
That would be 6.
No, like the one with the dude from Heroes in it.
Yeah, that's Rocky.
That one would
be 6.
That one was good. Yeah, I liked watching that one.
Yeah, where he's like retired, comes out to fight. It's like the Jake Paul, Mike Tyson thing going on
simulation.
Right now. Yeah.
Oh, yeah, like I like that one. And they're bringing Heroes back. Did you see that?
No, I here's the thing. I'm the kind of person that if somebody pushes a show on me too hard, I won't watch it because I'm like, no, dude, because you're just gonna like tell me all about it.
I like the first 2 seasons of that show. Then it got weird after that.
Well, the first season left on a awesome cliffhanger. Well, I wouldn't know if you would want to call it a cliffhanger, but it ended so well. And then season 2 was when there was a writer's strike back then, in the 2006, 2007, some shit like that. And season 2 was cut short. But then they did the whole thing where like Siler turned good, and I was like, well, what's going on? But like the whole Peter Petrelli, he's like, he like absorbed everybody's power, even like just being near them. But he's like, he didn't have the control that they had.
Yeah.
That was kind of. It was cool because he thought Siler was going to be the one to blow up, and he was going to blow up.
Man, dude, there's so many things.
I know.
There were so many movies and shows when we were growing up. Like, it's insane, dude.
Dude, and then you gotta talk about like Bruce Willis movies, dude.
Yep.
In the 80s and 90s, like Look Who's Talking.
That's John Travolta.
Bruce Willis did the voice.
I know, but it was more John Travolta than.
But still.
Yeah. He was doing those in Die Hard.
Yeah.
I still love the part where Tarantino's interview on Two Bears, One Cave with Tom Segura, and he's going through about casting for Pulp Fiction, and the agent for whoever it was like, "So I understand that you want John to play Vincent,
yeah,
but his last movie was Look Who's Talking Now."
Yeah,
just like, yeah, but he's still a fucking.
I saw like a thing where it's like John Travolta actually went over and looked at Tarantino's financials before he took on the role. Like he went and got to know him first. And
well, dude, they hung out and they were friends and stuff.
Yeah,
they went to like Japan,
yeah,
and hung out in Japan, and how like everybody was like creaming over the fact that John Travolta was there, and he's like, dude, he's such a star. He goes, I don't understand what's going on.
Hattori Hanzo.
Man, he's like, he's perfect for this role.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, like then you got like Face Off.
Oh, dude,
that was an awesome movie. With
yes,
Travolta,
it was
with Nicolas Cage. And then what was the other? There was another. What was but not Black Hawk Down.
Con Air, dude.
Con Air was another good one. There was what was the movie with Travolta and Christian Slater, where they were flying the
Broken Arrow.
Yeah, Broken Arrow. That was a pretty decent movie.
Like the stealth bomber. Or whatever. Yeah, that was.
That was all right.
That's another dude that fell off, Christian Slater.
Yeah. He's back in. He plays in that in a John Cena movie that's up right now.
Oh, the Freelancer movie?
Yeah, Freelancer. He's in
I still have to
Freelancer.
watch that. Too.
That's a good movie, dude. I like that one. That was pretty good.
I'll give it a whirl.
So is Ricky Stedecky.
I saw Ricky
Dude.
Stedecky.
That was good.
He's doing dick hands.
Yeah. Why didn't anybody tell me this?
Guys tell me this. He's like, well, we didn't know. It looks good.
He's sitting there talking. He's like,
they're over here. They're over there. He's like, it's like they're nutting in my face. Dude.
And then he's doing it while he's like thinking about it. Like, I got to stop.
What's his name? John C. Macy? Or is that his name?
No, that's William H. Macy.
William H. Macy. He's so good, dude. He could do dramatic and he could do comedy, dude.
Yes.
I think he's one of those dudes that's underrated too. Because did you see him in? Well, not see him, but The Lincoln Lawyer, the movie, not the Netflix show.
I watched The Lincoln Lawyer, a while ago.
That's a really good movie, dude.
Yeah.
Especially because McConaughey plays it off so well. And that movie's such a thriller, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You got Ryan Phillippe being a sleazebag who's trying to get out of it. Speaking of Ryan Phillippe, do you remember the movie The Way of the Gun?
No.
With Benicio del Toro?
No, I don't remember that one.
Dude,
there was a movie that Ryan Phillippe did where he was trying to become an FBI agent, but he was like an analyst in the FBI, and he was training and everything to become an agent.
Mm-hmm.
And then he unfolded a big conspiracy with a secret guy, like a guy who was being a double agent. Okay. And it's based off a true story. Damn, I can't remember what that movie was.
Kind of like The Departed.
Yeah, but it was real. It was a real thing. And dude, it was so good to the point where like the dude who he portrayed was like, you know what? I had to do so much shit right now just because of this. He goes, I don't want to be an agent. And like left and did something else. But yeah, it was a really good movie.
That's wild.
Fuck, I forgot what that was called.
You could probably look up his.
I know, I'm just thinking about it. But it was like there was a group of movies that came out all in the same time frame. Like Phillippe did that movie. Leonardo DiCaprio did a movie where he was a CIA agent with Russell Crowe. And like, oh dude, what the fuck was that movie called? I have to look that one up. That one was really good. He was a CIA agent, and he basically lived in the Middle East. Like he never came back to the United States. Mm-hmm. And then he ended up like getting a wife and befriending this dude out in like Jordan, and he ended up like uncovering that like Russell Crowe was a piece of shit. Mm-hmm. Oh dude, what was it?
Oh, there's that movie too, Spy Games with Brad Pitt and Robert Redford.
Yeah.
That was a good movie.
Oh god, here it is.
Spy movies were so good in the 90s, dude.
Yep.
Dude, all
the Harrison Ford movies, dude.
All the Jack Ryan movies.
Yes, dude.
Oh, The Fugitive. Yep. Well, see, did you ever see The Fugitive and then U.S. Marshals?
Mm-hmm. They're in the same
universe.
Yeah,
that was pretty cool.
Well, dude, the fucking Fugitive was filmed on Joliet Road.
Yeah. And then, did you ever see The Hunted with Tommy Lee Jones and Benicio del Toro? That's a really good movie, dude.
Body of Lies. So, Body of Lies, dude, it was back in 2008. That's a movie where Leonardo DiCaprio plays this like CIA clandestine operative who goes in and just fucks up shit like all over the place, and then he befriends a Jordanian, like his equivalent, but from the Jordanian government.
Mm-hmm.
And dude, it's a really good movie. Really good movie.
Yeah,
I would definitely watch that. It kind of has like the Jack Ryan type feel. Yeah.
Well, there was Jack Ryan. There's a bunch of books about it. Mm-hmm. There's even a TV show.
Well, there's a show with
Randall Parks.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I saw The Sum of All Fears, probably about a couple months ago.
That was with
Ben Affleck.
Yeah, Ben Affleck. And then you got the Hunt for Red October.
Mm-hmm.
The Clear and Present Danger.
Yep. That's the one with Harrison Ford, right?
Harrison Ford was in most of them, yeah. Because you got the Hunt for Red October was with
Sean Connery.
Yeah, but the
Jack Ryan character
was what the fuck is his name?
I don't.
He's in 30 Rock. and he shot. He killed
Alec Baldwin.
Alec Baldwin. Yeah, Alec Baldwin plays him in Hunt for Red October.
Dude, fucking Jack Ryan's like James Bond, dude. So
Mhm.
many fucking people have played him.
Yep.
He's like the American James Bond.
Kind of. That's that would be more Ethan Hunt.
No.
Mission Impossible is more.
That is way too out there.
No, but I'm talking about as far
Bondish.
as like James Bondish with stuff, it'd be more James Bond and Mission
But here's
Impossible.
the thing. Okay, so here's the thing. If you want to go that way, James Bond was not that fucking out there until Daniel Craig took over.
Well, Daniel Craig played the younger version.
Right. But if you see, like, even the...
And that's where you could say Ethan Hunt is the young version of Jack Ryan.
I guess. Maybe.
All I want to know is I want to see what Aaron, what's his name, is going to be as James Bond.
Did he get it?
They said that he was the finalist to be it.
I was hoping Henry Cavill would get it.
No, dude.
He's too busy being in the ungentleman.
I mean, he'd be good at it, but
He'd be perfect for it, dude.
But I feel like he's good in those like I don't know how to explain it. Well, now they have it as either Henry Cavill or Aaron Tyler Johnson.
I think Henry Cavill would probably do a better job, but I don't know.
It just depends on what they want.
Yeah.
Like I think
I'm not saying Aaron Taylor Johnson's not a good actor because he is. If you saw Bullet Train, dude, he could.
And that's why when I saw that, I thought that he'd be a good James Bond.
Yeah.
Because that was fitting a role where I was like, oh, dude, that is so James Bond-esque.
Yeah.
But that's what I'm like Henry Cavill, yes, fits. So now, I would love for them to take a step from
what was the movie Henry Cavill did there? He was a spy. It was like Uncle something.
Oh, the Man from Uncle. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good movie.
That's why I'm like, dude, he did like a good James
But
Bond.
like what I was thinking of was Enola Holmes, where he played where he played Sherlock.
Yeah.
I'd like to see him as like Sherlock Holmes and just play in a movie as Sherlock. I think that'd be pretty cool.
Just like a built ass Sherlock Holmes, like,
but like a Sherlock who does like how in the movies with Robert Downey Jr. he was doing like those fight scenes, but then you have it with Henry Cavill.
Dude, he would fucking wreck that dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I think that'd be
here's
cool.
the thing, though.
Because then you got the brains and he's fucking
the brawn,
jacked.
Yeah,
you know.
Here's the thing, though. Sherlock Holmes was supposed to be like a smart dude. That's why.
Well,
like
that's
Robert Downey Jr. had to drop weight to make that movie.
Well, but I'm saying with Henry Cavill already playing him as Sherlock.
Yeah.
And being already
like
the dude's a fucking genius, but he's smart too.
Yeah.
You know, like, and that's where you kind of throw it in there of like how like intimidating.
Dude, Henry Cavill could play any role.
But how intimidating he would be in walking in a crime scene.
Dude, Henry Cavill could play all the X-Men, even the women, if you wanted him to. Come on, you know this.
Who would play like a really good rogue?
Alexandra Daddario. And there's rumors she might be. Because I don't know who else you could put on there. Like, after I saw her, I was like, oh, that's perfect.
Who was there? Somebody who played? It was what, Anna Paquin, right?
Anna Paquin, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't do a good job.
She did in the original X-Men. But see, here's the thing with those movies, like the X-Men trilogy, they changed that role because that's supposed to be like the Jubilee character, depending on which, timeline franchise you want to follow. Because Wolverine's all like protective over Jubilee in the TV shows.
Yeah.
And Rogue didn't have all that Warbird power yet, where she could fly and fuck shit up like the Hulk.
Yeah. See, now I remember the Jubilee saga from the cartoon. Yeah. That was good.
Sentinels.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And then when Rogue was trying to find her family, that was another good part too.
Well, Mystique's her mom.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know who her dad is.
No, but when she was going back to the normal people trying to find them,
her foster parents.
Yeah.
It was just written in the comic books that Nightcrawler's parents are this chick called Destiny, who's like she could see the future,
Mm-hmm.
and Mystique. So Mystique turned into a dude, boinked Destiny, and Destiny had Nightcrawler. That's why Nightcrawler's blue. So it's not that Azazel
so Mystique
dude.
is asexual.
Yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. Because
Of course, to fill the fucking narrative. Yeah.
It does it really make sense though?
No, not really.
It does, because she's a shapeshifter.
Yeah,
so
but how could she
Morph,
shift into making sperm?
because she could change her organs. She's a shapeshifter, dude.
I don't think. No, you would change your exterior, not your interior.
Dude, Morph could change into any other.
But you're changing your. You're not. I don't think you're changing your interior.
Yeah, you're changing everything.
I think
you're
you're
a shapeshifter.
No, your shape shifting is changing your exterior. I don't think you could change your internal organs.
Okay,
cannot
so
change.
If you,
I don't think you're
We're talking about mythological creatures here. So if you were talking about a shapeshifter, who
your
let's say
exterior changes. Your exterior changes.
you're changing bone, muscle, everything.
Your exterior, your organs, your bodily, the things that bodily function would have to stay the same because that's what you are.
But if they're asexual and they could go either way, you don't know that they're necessarily a woman or a man.
I don't know. I don't
Like
think that,
Morph,
I don't think you can
here's
change.
The thing. There's even a storyline where Wolverine and Morph are, a thing because Morph could turn into a chick, and they never established that Morph was a dude.
Yeah. I don't know.
It's tricky.
It just sounds like it's
fitting an agenda.
Yeah.
No, I'm with you there. I'm not disputing. I'm just
Let's get back to the movies. Back to movies. It's not about asexuals and
fictional characters
Yeah.
and fictional mythological creatures. Yeah.
Yeah.
What's Groot, a male or a girl?
He's a tree. He's just there.
Yeah. I'm Groot.
Yeah, exactly. He's just like, I'm Groot.
Yeah.
Dude.
But yeah. I would have to say the 90s is probably an era with some of the best movies made.
Mm-hmm.
Tango and Cash. Got Batman Returns, Batman Forever. Batman Forever, I think, is very underrated too.
Yeah.
I think the story, I could see why Tommy Lee Jones hates Jim Carrey because that was way over the top. But,
Well, yeah.
But then who else could you have had play the Riddler?
At that time,
Robin Williams?
I think even Robin Williams would have been over the top, dude.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I think Robin Williams would probably have been even more.
See, the Riddler... I don't want to say I hate it.
And Robin Williams wasn't at that point yet where he was getting ready to play a villain.
Right. Yeah. But did you see... You saw the last Batman movie, right? The Batman?
No.
The one with Edward Cullen?
No, I didn't watch it.
Okay. I didn't hate it.
I know it's more like the detective.
It's a very noir take on the Batman thing, which is good. I thought the movie was too long. There's too much. There's things so if you're telling a story, I want you to drop hints where I'm picking the shit up. I'm like, oh, I don't need you to spell it out for me.
Yeah.
Because I'm then you're just taking the fun out of it. The pacing's dragging. All that junk. Mm-hmm. Plus, there's 3 times where they knocked Batman out. One time they had him in the fucking Gotham Police Department. They're like, "Oh, should we take his mask off?" And Commissioner Gordon's like, "No." And I was like, "Yeah, that shit's really gonna happen." Everyone would have been like, "Tie that motherfucker down. We're taking his cowl off." And I'm like, "It's Batman. He got knocked out, and they had him like." I'm like, that would have never happened to fucking Michael Keaton. Yeah. But anyway,
he shines with glitter.
The Riddler in that movie was fucking dope.
Yeah.
Paul Dano. Yeah,
Paul Dano.
He was fucking awesome, dude. Because you're like, that's how the Riddler is. He set up the shit and the traps where it's like, dude, people are gonna die, dude.
Yeah.
And it was at that point where he's like, I'm making a point right now. Later on, it's like, yeah, whoa, this dude's smart. He's gonna solve my shit. Now I'm just gonna fuck with him.
The thing that got me is that they kind of, I feel like they based the Riddler off the one from the '60s, who was more of a trickster, jokester type thing. They needed a more cynical, sadistic kind of Riddler who is kind of like the Joker, but not as homicidal.
Right.
They just needed somebody who had a dark sense of humor with stuff. And I feel like they didn't do that because they wanted to keep it with the dude from the 60s who was a jokester, laugher. Like,
Yeah, but see,
he would
here's
always
the thing.
laugh.
If you think about
The Riddler should be dark. Like, I don't think a bad guy should be laughing all the fucking time.
Yeah,
like,
if you think about it, like Saw,
Yeah.
the dude Jigsaw, that's the Riddler taken to an extreme.
oh yeah,
That's a dark Riddler because he's like,
Mhm.
I'm gonna solve these puzzles, and if you don't solve it, you're gonna die. That's the Riddler.
yeah.
Dude.
Well, and that's how it should have been. But they just,
Right.
for the longest time, they never
And-
played to that
And
because
that's
they
kind
were,
of how Paul Dano's
yeah.
Riddler is. Not that fucking dark and crazy.
Well, see, but now, like, but I feel like this is the time now, this era, where you can turn those characters to being dark because nobody cares about how many fucking toys they're going to sell. Nobody cares about how many this they're going to sell for it.
Yeah.
Nobody cares because they're not worried about the box office money anymore. Because they can make this fucking movie and be like, all right, hey, you know what?
it was a flop.
We're
We'll
gonna
make
put-
it up on the next.
We'll
one.
make it up. No, we'll make it up on Netflix. When we sell it to Netflix for however long, and it picks up there because people are watching it because they don't have to go to a theater,
Mhm.
and then we sell it to this one and they watch it, and they don't care about any of the merchandising part of it anymore.
Yeah.
Like, for real, the toy world for those are they're not as prevalent as it used to be.
Yeah.
You used to have fucking commercials for fucking action figures all the fucking time. They're not there anymore because nobody gives a shit about them anymore because it's not what's pushing sales.
Yeah.
So you don't need to have the kid friendly
Yeah.
enemies anymore. You can have the darker characters. So now they can be darker the way that they should have been
Yeah.
because now it's like, all right, you can watch this movie, but we're not worried about selling the fucking Riddler toy.
Yeah, but okay, so back to Batman Forever. You had Two-Face,
Mm-hmm. Well, they did
who was
Two-Face right too.
wacky.
Yeah.
He was too wacky. I like that he had the two chicks though,
Two-Face in the cartoon was good.
because he's supposed to be like a gangster dude.
Yeah.
He was the DA.
Yep. But I'm saying the way that the character was portrayed in the Batman cartoon
Mm-hmm.
was way better than what Tommy Lee Jones did.
Oh yeah.
And I kind of think that Aaron Eckhart would have done a good job if he had a good time, like, to really be Two-Face.
That's the thing. I feel like Aaron Eckhart got a lot of shitty roles too.
No, but I'm saying I feel like he could have done that one really
Yeah,
good.
he did. Oh no, for the time that he was on screen, he did really good.
Yeah,
I
I'm
liked
talking
it.
about if he got out and was
And I
actually
like
being.
that version where his shit was all like exposed. It was, like,
Mhm.
it was acid burn, not
Yeah.
like kind of mutated. No, this shit was like he had fucking ligaments shut. I
Mhm.
was like, that is
Well,
so
and that's what I'm saying.
cool.
If he would have had the point to be able to be Two-Face, I think it would have been different.
Yeah,
I think that would have been a good thing to do.
maybe. Yeah, I think he would have nailed it. But like,
I feel like they could have done.
I feel like his career derailed when he did the I Frankenstein movie. Did you ever
Yeah.
see that? It was
Yeah.
bad, dude. They were trying to connect that to the Underworld movies. And yeah. Came back and said,
Yeah.
leather and guns. It's like a Blade movie.
If I met her, I'd just be like, "Eat me." Just give me one. Just give me like 5 minutes, please. Just give me 5 minutes. 5 minutes to do whatever I can, and then just you can kill me.
Yeah. It's a little much.
I'd be completely satisfied after 5 minutes. I'd be like, I just need 5. You're hungry? You need me to you need me to be your food? All right, cool. Just give me 5 minutes and then do whatever you need to do. Oh man, my phone charger got all tangled up in here.
Yeah.
Oh well.
I think those movies lasted too long too.
Which ones?
The Underworld.
They were too long.
No, the saga ran too long.
Oh.
Like they tried to bleed it for everything it had.
Uh,
Later, like after the second
well,
one.
you know what? I did like. Okay. I did like how they did the prequel. I felt like the prequel needed to happen.
Yeah, the Rise of the Lycans.
Like you had to know, like what the fuck was
Why
going
were
on.
they at war?
Yeah, and I feel like, and the best thing about that is that you can watch that one first.
Yeah.
And then watch the other ones.
Yeah.
You know.
See, like here's the thing: the first one was really cool because it's like a fucking conspiracy theory movie about like why are they at war? Why do we hate the Lycans and blah blah blah? And then you find out that it's like this whole thing that goes back. And then the second one's like, oh shit, we got a dude that's half vampire, half werewolf, and he's a descendant from these two bloodlines. And the second one they put the werewolf blood in the other dude, and he became that crazy vampire.
Yeah.
And then you got the third one, which was the prequel. So yeah, you could watch that one first. But after that, you got like the bloodlines and all that, and it's like, what? Once I see bloodlines in the title, I'm like, that's just like it's not gonna be great.
True.
Like Jason bloodlines or Pet Sematary bloodlines. I'm like, okay, this is just a cash grab.
True, but I did.
Like I saw you. Did you ever see the movie Pumpkinhead with Lance?
No.
Dude, it's like a creepy '80s horror movie.
Makes me think of Krampus.
It's kind of like that.
When I watched Krampus, and I was like, oh.
It's kind of like that. It's like a revenge story, but then like it's a good B movie. And then they made like 5 of them. But like the first one had Lance, what's his name? He was Bishop in Aliens. Oh, that's another good saga.
Oh yeah, Alien Saga. Oh, Predator.
Yeah. Dude, Predator.
Yes.
I've liked all the Predator movies. No joke. I could watch them. I think my least favorite one was the second one, but I can still watch it.
Yeah.
All of them. One of my favorite, my favorite one is the classic, the original. Dylan, you son of a bitch. That one, and then the Predators one with Adrian Brody.
Mm-hmm.
I love that one. That one's good. Where they got like a bunch of predators, and they're on that preserve planet. That one's really good.
They need to do one about Predator on the Predator planet.
They have.
So you could see all the different levels of predators.
They did. It's the Predators movie. They show different predators.
No, but I'm just saying, just like in their daily lives, like Predator going to the store.
Predator going to the fucking their 9 to 5.
Predator at home, like.
I think they're doing another one where they're going to show like the Predator planet.
That's what I'm talking about, like the planet where they.
But I don't think they do the 9 to 5 and the grind and
well,
like,
I remember looking it up because I remember I was curious about with Prey.
Okay.
And like how where they fit, and how there was different levels of predators, and like you had to do.
There's different bloodlines, yes.
Yeah, no, but different ranks too. Like you had to do X amount of things to then be able to be a different level. Like you'd have different equipment added to your body and stuff too.
So okay, because that's explained in the comics and the lore. You get like the elders, which are like the top.
Mm-hmm.
Then you got like the kings, which are rulers of each tribe, because they're all tribes.
Yeah.
And then you got the hunter guys, and then you got the bad bloods, which I don't know if it's young bloods.
I think it was young bloods.
Young bloods, which are the guys that are like they haven't had their first kill.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but weren't we talking about this last time where we were like, if like you were a predator and somebody killed you, it's like, oh, we're gonna send a squad of predators to kill that fucking.
Like, nope, don't worry.
We're gonna go send him to kill Dutch. He's like, nah, he fucked up his mission. Fuck him.
Yep.
Hey, it is what it is. He got dead.
Hey, didn't come back? No, he didn't. Okay, well, fuck him.
Well, the planet's nuked, I guess.
Yep. All right, well, we'll go back to there later.
Yeah. Actually, I actually read that comic, and Dutch's brother just showed up.
All right, so what I'm going to say, since we're talking about, these movies from this generation, I'm going to get so much crap for this. Just because it's okay.
Say the weird thing.
It's okay.
Say the thing.
It's okay. It's an okay movie. I'm going to say it's okay. But it annoys me. And I don't think it deserves as much hype as it gets. Dumb and Dumber.
I'm gonna punch you.
I just don't.
Dumb and Dumber is the best movie.
No, it is not. It's just.
Harry.
It just doesn't. Like
your hands are freezing.
It just doesn't do it for me, dude.
Dude. Well, if it doesn't do it for you, it doesn't do it for you.
But I feel like, but I feel like when people are like, it's like it's all right. Like it's okay. Like
It's a
there's
great
way
movie.
better movies than that.
So it's not the best movie, but it is a great movie. It is a great
It's
movie.
not a great movie. It's an okay movie.
No,
it's an all right movie.
Agree
It's all
to
right.
disagree?
It is all right.
Agree to disagree. I think it's a great movie.
Jim Carrey has done better movies.
Example. Explain.
The one about what's his name?
Andy Kaufman?
Yes. That
Nah,
movie was awesome.
it's
I think
okay.
that movie is way better
It's
than Dumb and Dumber.
you have to know the history about that to enjoy that movie.
Okay.
You have to have seen
Ace Ventura.
Taxi.
Ace Ventura was better than that movie.
Ace Ventura. I don't think it's better.
The
than
Mask
Dumb and
was better than that movie.
Dumber. I still don't think it's better than Dumb and Dumber.
Yeah.
Liar, liar. Not better than Dumb and Dumber.
Me, Myself, and Irene.
Okay, that's a competitor.
Right? When
With
he
Hank?
does that whole when he kisses his sons, and that was not part of the movie.
Yeah.
Come here, give me a kiss, and they're like, "What? What the fuck are you talking about?"
Got the fucking two buff
Yep.
dudes.
Now, the one movie I
Jesus, Charlie.
I
Those
did
kids'
not
dicks
like
are bigger than those
was
sausages.
that Infinite whatever movie he
The
did.
Eternal Sunshine of
Yeah.
the Spotless Mind.
Dude, that movie was so weird.
It's supposed to be weird.
It threw me off, dude. Like, I did not like that movie. It was just kind of like watching 1 Hour Photo with Robin Williams.
Yeah.
Or Insomnia.
I think those are kind of like artistic movies.
Insomnia, too, was another one that threw me off.
Yeah.
Where Robin Williams was the bad guy.
Yeah.
But the one thing I liked about Insomnia is when Al Pacino gets up to Alaska and he's meeting with Horseface. What's her name? Hilary Swank.
Oh. I thought you were going to say Sarah Jessica Parker.
No, Hilary Swank. And he's all like, they're talking about like, oh, we have to, yeah, she was at last scene at the high school. And he's like, oh, well, we should go to the high school. And she's like, yeah, we can't do that right now.
Speaking
And she's
of
like, what do you mean? He's like, why can't we go to the high school right now and interview these kids? And she's like, it's 10:30 at night. And he opens up the blinds and it's sunny. And he's like, what? She goes, it's 24 hours of sunlight right now. So it always looks like this right now. He's like, whoa.
This is the equinox.
Yeah.
So speaking of Al Pacino, did you ever see The Recruit?
Yes.
With Colin Farrell?
Dude,
that was a good movie.
I love that movie.
That is a good movie.
That was one movie that paved the way for me wanting to go to the farm.
Yeah. I like how he's like, I live off coffee. I piss like a racehorse.
I met 3 people who might have gone there, and I've tried to convince them to put me in the path to go there. And they all told me it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
At least the way that I was trying to go about it.
Yeah.
But I do know several people, and I've had conversations with them.
Cool.
And they're really cool people. But yeah, dude, I love that movie. Yeah. When he was like, all that shit was going down, and he's like, wait a minute, is this a fucking test?
Yeah.
Is this real? I don't know what the fuck's going on. And it's just, oh, dude, it was so good.
And you know what it reminds me of, that training? It reminds me of like when Silence of the Lambs, when Jodie Foster was doing the training. But then like she goes straight into like, oh, you're going on a mission now. And it's like, you're going to go with Dr. Lecter.
See, I liked The Recruit, and then I liked watching The Recruit and then going into like the Jason Bourne films.
Okay, yeah, Jason Bourne. His movies are really good. I think he just like the weird thing about those movies is like you see Matt Damon in the first Jason Bourne, and he's like, you can see he's still young and spry, and then you see the third movie, and you can see him, he's like beat down and like fucking like older, like he's just like battle worn. He's just like,
and that's because
he's like, I'm done with this shit.
But if you look at it, it's because he's had to fight for that whole time because they're coming after him.
Yeah.
I mean, and even in the books, there's books after that are even like he completely.
So what were his movies? He was Jason Bourne.
There's the Bourne Identity.
The
Bourne something, and then the Bourne Ultimatum.
And there's the Bourne Supremacy.
Yeah. Oh, it's the Bourne Identity, the Bourne Ultimatum, and the Bourne Supremacy. He did 3.
No, he did 4.
He did 4? I thought he did 3, and then what's his name did the other one.
And then there was one after what's his name? Where they actually killed Julia Stiles, and Julia Stiles was his wife.
Well, here, bring this up then.
Yeah.
Because I thought Matt Damon only did 3.
Jason Bourne movies. He did 4. Oh shit! I'm not on. I'm not on the Googs. I'm on YouTube. Googs, the Google machine. I put Googs. Born. Let's see. Not now. Jason Bourne movies. So, okay, let's see what's the correct order. So you got the Bourne Identity, Supremacy, Ultimatum. Then you got Legacy, which was the one that what's his name did, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
And then you got Jason Bourne, which was the last one.
And who was in Jason Bourne?
Matt Damon.
He did another one?
Yeah, he did one after. Jason Bourne.
Oh, he did another one in 2016?
Yeah.
I don't remember that one.
Yeah, Julia Stiles is in that one. She dies.
Oh,
And you
wow.
find out that they were like a couple.
Yeah, I remember that. I thought that he
That was the last one.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Jason Bourne was the last
Well, I
one.
don't remember watching that one.
Oh
at
my
all.
God, it's Jason Bourne.
I watched the first three. I didn't watch that one.
Oh, you got to watch it.
Huh.
I think that's the one where he starts out kind of like you know how Daniel Craig's like in one of the Bond movies, he's like drinking tequila in some island, and he's like, "Oh, there's a scorpion," and he's like, "Oh, you gotta drink, you gotta let it." And he does something like that in that movie.
Huh. Okay.
Yeah.
Because I remember reading one of the books that was not written by the original author.
Mm-hmm.
It was another one where like he kind of was able to black out everything as far as like the Bourne stuff.
Yeah.
And he was like, all right, he thought he was done.
Yeah.
And he was teaching.
So these two were back to back.
Yeah, I remember that. And then there was that one.
This one was supposed to be like a little bit after he got out.
Yeah.
And then they start going after him again. This is the one where you could see the ultimatum was the where he's like, you can see him like he's fucking like tired of running and all that. And then you think that's the end of it at the end of that movie. And they're like, oh, we need to, grab some more money. So they did the Legacy, where it's like, oh, no, there was a program around this fucking guy. Which is like, I don't know why they call it the Bourne Legacy, but I guess you got to take the Bourne name.
Well, because I think it was like the Bourne Project was part of the thing.
Yeah, because Jason Bourne wasn't his real name.
Yeah, no.
It was like Matt something.
Yeah.
Or David something.
Yeah. So I think the Bourne, it was like they were born, like their names
the Bourne
were
Identity.
Born. Yeah.
Yeah. And then Jason Bourne was the last one.
Yeah. I didn't know that was...
You got to go home and watch that now.
Yeah, I know. I have to.
Yeah. Dude,
especially since he's so anti-gun. And there he is with guns in his hands.
Yeah. Well, now he is.
No, he was while he was filming those too.
2016?
Yeah.
No.
But there was one in one of the books, like I was saying, like he was like he completely put that out of his head, and he was teaching at a college, and then two like CIA operatives tried to like come and kill him in the middle of class.
Really?
And he snaps back into Bourne mode. Like it triggers him to be like PTSD, and he's like, whoa, and like kills them in fucking crazy ways. And then they're like, he gets a phone, like he takes one of their phones and he calls somebody, and they're like, yeah, we have so and so. He's like, all right, I'm coming to kill all of you. And he just goes on this crazy rampage.
Kind of like Taken.
Yeah.
Like, I just want you to know, I will find you.
Yep.
I have a specific set of skills. I can't believe they did 3 of those Taken movies too.
Yeah, I don't get that either.
Wasn't one enough? First one was really good, and I think they should have left it at that.
I mean, even the second one was okay.
Well, they kidnapped in the second one. His daughter again?
I think so, yeah. She ended up doing something. No, the chick that he was bodyguarding. Remember he was a bodyguard? And they kidnapped her, the singer or whatever she was?
I thought that was the first movie.
No, his first one was his daughter. Wasn't the second one here?
The first one, when he starts, he's bodyguarding a singer.
I thought the second one he got a job again as on a security detail.
I know in the third one it's his wife and she gets killed. Taking 1, 2, and 3. Let's see. Taking 2. What's the synopsis? Overview. Luke Grimes is in it. Damn, I didn't know that. Who was kidnapped and taken to? Excellent question. Brian Mills. Sweeney and Luke Grimes. It follows retired special operator Brian Mills, who's, Liam Neeson, as he takes his family to Istanbul.
He is kidnapped
along
along
with
with
his
his wife.
ex-wife by
And
the father of one of the men he killed while saving his daughter 2 years earlier. Okay, so that's pretty tied in.
Hmm.
You know, it's like a revenge story, but you don't get to see the revenge part. It's like they could have made a movie about the dude's like, "Oh, you killed my son."
yeah. So then, what was Taken 3 about?
I think that one they took his wife, which is Famke Janssen.
Femke Janssen?
Famke.
I have a unique set of skills.
Why was Lenore killed in Taken 3? Brian then abducts the entire Stewart, confesses to his failure to repay the debt to a former business partner, an ex-Spetsnaz.
Spetsnaz.
Whatever.
Oleg Malenkov.
Was the reason Lenore was killed, and that he exposed Brian's identity to Malkov out of jealousy. So it's because of the new husband?
Oh, he forgot to pay his business partner.
Yeah.
Fucking asshole. Ugh.
Yep. I'll stick with the first one.
Yeah, the first one was fucking amazing.
Yeah.
And I love the Family Guy spoof off of that. He goes, I do not have a unique set of skills. I will not.
I don't know how
found you."
Liam Neeson plays
He's
into
like-
a fucking.
And then the guy just goes, Dracar Noir.
I don't know how he plays into Seth MacFarlane's shit, dude. Like even in Ted,
Oh, yeah, I know.
he's like, "Can I buy this cereal?" Well, it says it's for kids, and I'm not a kid.
Is it okay if I buy it?
He's like, "Yes, you got money. Yes, you can buy it.
Okay. So if I buy this right now, it is okay.
I can leave with this."
Cereal.
Yeah, it was so creepy, dude. It was like so disturbing to watch that. Yep.
Yeah, I did like the first one. The second one was okay. I did not watch the third one.
I think I watched it just like because I was like, "Oh, there's another one." Kind of like when you see all the Jason movies, it's like, "Oh, there's another one." Oh,
Yeah,
I guess I'll watch it.
There's 14 of them. Jason 18 in space with a cowboy.
Jason X, I think, was number 10, and then they did the remake. So there's like
Jason versus the Leprechaun.
Oh, I didn't. count it.
Leprechaun in the ghetto.
Let's see. Leprechaun in the Hood.
Leprechaun in the Hood. That was
Let's
another
see.
good one. Goog's Pub and Grill. Pub and Grub. Friday night. What? Freaking.
Friday the 13th movies. How many of them was there? Shit, there's 12 of them. If you count Freddy vs. Jason.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Friday the 13th, part 7. 8, 9 goes to hell. Jason X is number 10. Yep. Look at that.
I don't know. The only thing I hated about Jason and Mike Myers, like, dude, you can be wherever they're at, knock them down, cover them in a tomb of cement,
You could kill them. Get
And-
away. Go
and
to
it-
another country.
and
they'll be there.
they're walking on the tarmac, like, it's like, come on, dude, like, what's really going on here?
I gotta say though, that remake for Friday the 13th was good.
I did like that one.
The remake was
Yeah.
fucking awesome. It is not just because Jared Padalecki was in it.
Yeah, no, it was
Like
a good one.
I think it was like a solid. I don't even know if you'd call it a remake. It's just like a good standalone movie about like, hey, some fucking assholes went there to the camp and he fucking killed them.
Yeah.
Like you could fit that anywhere in the saga
Mhm.
before he goes to hell.
It
Or
goes to-
Manhattan.
It goes to space.
So anywhere, like anywhere before that, you could fit that movie. It's like, oh, then we'll just.
Yeah, like why is he in Manhattan? Like that's.
He was in Manhattan. I forgot why he went to Manhattan. He got like dragged there. He wasn't like planning a vacation.
Well,
I'm tired of killing people in Crystal Lake. I think I'll expand my horizons.
Hmm.
You know? Yeah, I need to see the scenery. Maybe I'll check out some skylines. Kill some people along the way. Let's see how many Freddy Krueger movies there are. Those are good 80s slashers, 80s, 90s slashers.
Yeah.
Nightmare on Elm
Street.
Street movies. I think there's probably like 7 of them. How many movies are there?
9.
9. Oh, because I think they did Wes Craven's New Nightmare and the remake. There's no one better to blame than Robert Englund, though.
No, I know.
The first one still creeps me out, dude.
Yeah.
Just like the way it was shot. Then you got, what was it, the second one?
And the music, too.
Oh, yeah. That song fucking creeps me out. 1, 2, Freddy's coming for you. I used to be terrified of that asshole. I couldn't go to sleep.
3, 4, you better lock your door.
5, 6, get your groove fix. 7, 8, better stay up late. 9, 10, never sleep again.
Freddy's at it again.
Never sleep again.
You're dead, bitch.
Dude, and I like the gruff voice.
And then you get killed in a waterbed by a hot chick who's showing her titties.
What?
And this was it the second one?
No.
The second or third? What was this one?
That was Johnny Depp. He was just like, he fell asleep watching TV.
Yeah, the chick in the waterbed shows him her titties, and then she's like,
what?
No. Yeah.
No, his ass just come up and drag him down.
No, he's looking at the chick in the waterbed. It's a chick, and then he gets killed because it's Freddy Krueger.
In the second one?
In the waterbed scene. The waterbed scene in Nightmare on Elm Street, it's a girl.
Is the first one or the second one?
It's not the first one. It has to be the second one. I'm pretty sure it's the second one. She's the waterbed scene. She's in the waterbed looking at him, and he's like, oh, yeah. And then she goes like this, and then when he's like, oh, the fucking hands come up, and he gets killed.
I don't remember that.
Just Google Nightmare on Elm Street waterbed scene.
Let's see. Let's see. Joey's Wet Dream, this one?
Yeah, see, the chick is there with no top on.
Oh, yeah, I did see some nips.
And he's like, oh, and then he's like,
nips on YouTube.
Yeah,
nips on YouTube.
He's trying to get her out, and then she fucking kills him.
Okay, I'll watch it. We'll watch it after we cut.
Yeah,
because I can't remember. I don't remember that part.
Yeah, dude. Because he wakes up to like a pushing, and he's like, "What the fuck's going on?" And when he pulls the covers off, he sees her there, and she doesn't have a top on.
I don't remember that.
Yeah, dude.
But apparently it was filmed.
Yeah.
You know they filmed the whole scene in one of the Freddy Krueger movies where he cuts some chick's tits off during a dream in the beach and something, and they only filmed it because they knew that it was too much, and they were gonna tell him to cut it off. But since they had filmed so much other fucking messed up stuff, they're like, all right, well, we'll take that out so we can get the R rating, so it's not an X rating. So they filmed it on purpose because they knew that would push it over the top. They're like, okay, so they would use it to negotiate, like, okay, we'll take this out, but let us keep this other stuff, and that's how they get the R rating. I forgot which movie that was in, but it was one of the Nightmare on Elm Street movies. I was like, oh, so you gave the bad news first, so the worst news wouldn't sound so bad. Like the kid that comes home and is like, Mom, Dad, I got my girlfriend pregnant. What? No, I'm sorry, I just failed physics class. Oh, thank God.
Yeah, dude, I can't believe you didn't remember that part of that movie.
I haven't seen those movies in forever. The last one that I saw recently
still remember that, dude.
The last one that I saw recently was the first one. But we are way into this episode, so we need to bid adieu.
Yes, we need to bid adieu.
And you promised punishment today.
So is that our shot for the night? Is going to
be
my punishment?
Your shot, my friend. But you don't have to kill the whole little bottle. You can just do a shot.
All right.
And I will not do one because it's punishment night for you.
It's what, 10:20?
Yeah. Oh. So, for those of you who have been following the show, this is punishment for audio episode that's out there for the food challenge.
Yes.
So, here's Cal fulfilling his punishment with a shot of Malort.
All right. just to make myself feel better.
Yes.
I killed the food.
You didn't kill the beer, though.
I killed the food in like 6 minutes.
Yeah.
So I will say that I at least did the part that I wanted to do the most. I accomplished.
Yeah.
It's 10:30. You want to go get a pizza?
Yeah. Well, you know.
So, for my punishment, I did agree
Do a shot of Malort.
to do a shot of Jepson's Malort.
It was supposed to be a shot for missing every slice.
But I finished the food and I only had one beer left.
Yeah.
So it's one shot.
Yes.
So there we go. I am completely content with doing that because I was beyond stuffed.
We were suffering that day.
Yeah, we did what, 3 episodes? Yeah, we did 3 episodes. We did the food challenge and then we did 2 episodes after that, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I was dying. Stuffed beyond. I remember we didn't even finish the beers that we even did. We're like, yeah.
I finished my beer.
No, but I'm talking about we only finished like 1 beer of whatever we had.
Oh yeah.
For those episodes after that, we didn't like do a whole fucking 6-pack like we're doing right now.
Yeah.
We did.
Well, it depends. This was going down very smooth and very good.
Oh yeah, this is a good. No, this is really good.
Yeah.
The blueberry lemonade shandy is something that everybody should get during the summertime.
Yep.
So it is actually really good.
It is really good.
The tart citrus of lemon and the tangy freshness of blueberries combined with the delightfully fruit beer.
Blueberries are supposed to make you smarter too.
And they're full of antioxidants,
Yes.
so they're good for you. So without delay,
enjoy.
I will do a shot of Malort to end our episode. Make sure to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. Check us out on YouTube, Spotify, wherever else you get your podcasts from. And yeah, we're gonna start. I started looking at. We have to get some merch put together, so we'll start getting stickers and stuff of that nature out pretty soon. And I'm just trying to delay the inevitable of taking a shot of Malort because it's been a while. It's been a while since I've had to do this. So, and actually, you know what? You know what you need to do? You need to take a video of this as an Instagram short.
Okay, I could do
because
that.
we do need to put stuff on Instagram. So I will just put this out on my Snapchat just to have some fun.
I'm going to record it and then we're going to post it. Whenever you're ready, sir.
Oh. Right.
We're recording on my phone.
For Instagram?
Yes.
All right.
Oh, wait. Let me get on Instagram.
Yeah, get on Instagram and post it on there so it's on there right away.
Hold on. I got to switch accounts. Recording on my phone.
Yes. Nope. Recording on my phone.
We'll do a recording on my phone.
We'll do a recording on my phone. Recording on my phone.
Okay. Let me switch cameras.
Oh God.
Alrighty, sir. Here we go. Punishment to be fulfilled for a few beers in a shot.
Yes. Here's my shot of Malort.
Jepson's Malort for Kyle.
All right. Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. Be sure to follow us on here, also on the Facebook and wherever you get your podcasts. Good night, everybody.
Oh man. Ooh.
Alrighty, sir.